Okay, guys, this is where we're at. Whoop, camera lens cover. This is where we're at with Bigfoot so far. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but boy, oh boy, is it really soft. Soft, soft, soft wood there. You got one arm swinging forward, and one arm kind of swinging back. And we got to cut his legs in here yet. I think we're going to have to make them a little bit longer. Make his legs a little bit longer. So I'll probably take him out to the bandsaw and cut his legs up a little bit higher, I think. Alright, so when we come back, we will be using the Dremel, we'll be using the micro motor, we might be using a wood burner, and probably the SCM high-speed air tool. Alright, this is my little tool here for changing out the SD cards from my camera to my phone. Alright, so hang on, we'll be right back. Alright, and we got the carving tools fired up, and then we got the vacuum cleaner fired up, and we took him out to the bandsaw and we cut his legs a little longer, and we cut the leg shape out on the bandsaw. And we're using a saber tooth bit there, guys. Okay, and we're just going to shape his legs. I do not know why the side of the screen is blurred out. I don't know. I tried going in to crop it, and it's, I don't know, that's just the way the camera filmed it for some reason. So we're just going to shape his legs and his butt. Did you see that Ben over there at Studio on the Lake? He made a whirly gig of carving fusion Jordy. Do you believe that? What about Just Carve Rob, Ben? Only kidding. I think he did a pretty good job on it. I love the chainsaw spinners instead of like on the other ones. He has the American flag, and then he did one with the one paddle was the American flag, and one paddle was the Canadian flag. Well, with Jordy, he made two little chainsaws that spin. So that's funny. That's funny there. I don't care what you say or who you are. That's funny. Okay, you see, when I cut this guy out on the bandsaw, because the legs are going to be roundish, always stay about 1/8 inch away if you're using a bandsaw or coping saw or what's that other saw? Jigsaw? Yeah, jigsaw or whatever saw you're using. Scroll saw. You might want to stay, like I did, about 1/8 of an inch off your lines. So that gives you room to round it over. If you cut right to your line, then you got nothing to work with. You know what I'm saying? You can take wood off, but it's not so easy to put it back on. And we're running at 2x speed here. We're using the micro carver. And we're using a coarse bit. It's like a flame bit, but it's a little bit stretched out more than a flame bit. I'm sure the company has a special name for it. I just don't know what it is. I'm going to say it's an elongated flame burr. How about that? Okay. And I think he's going to come. We're going to get those legs cut in there. We have to work on the head a little more. We'll get the face cut in. I think the face will be next. So make sure you catch the next video if you want to see it. It's, you can see I put his biceps in there. Or triceps? I don't know. The muscles there right next by your arms. I think I'm going to make them a little lower too. Nice day today here in West Michigan. It's a beautiful, about 80 degrees, but the humidity's down a little bit today, so that's awesome. Yep, so we're just going to work on this guy, and I'm cutting the back of his knees in. You really won't see it once it gets all carved and all the hair gets put on it. Just giving his legs a little bend. So we're going to work that and work it. Had to put a new steering knuckle on the car this morning. Yep. Next we got to put a bigger and better fuel pump in the truck. Says it's got a lean condition, so that means it's not getting enough fuel somewhere. Anyway, don't want to hear about my truck problems. Okay, I've switched over to it looks like a stone bit. I know you keep hearing me say that on all my videos, but it's actually not a stone bit. It's a coarse bit, flame burr. And now I've got that weird stuff on both sides. I don't know what that camera's doing. Anyway, I'll go back and see if I can get rid of it. But if I couldn't get rid of it off one side, I doubt if I'll be able to get rid of it off the other side. So it's still shaping his legs. I decided to make the bottom of his legs a little bit longer, so we're moving the bend in the knee up. I just thought his legs looked a little too stubby there. I'm having a ball carving this Bigfoot, though. It's a lot of fun. Don't have a clue on what I'm doing, but I think I got the body type kind of right. I hope. Kind of looks like a Bigfoot. Got some big burly arms. The face is going to be fun because we got to give him that, big nose and big lips and all that good stuff after we get him. I'm just trying to get him shaped up. I tried using a knife on this guy and the wood just seems to tear. So I think it's more closely related to balsa wood than I first had thought. So I'm gonna say that I'm believing this stuff is almost like balsa wood. If it isn't balsa wood, it's in the same family tree as balsa wood. So, because I switched over to this burr, because the that really speak Rob, that really coarse burr was just tearing this thing up. So the closer I get to my final dimensions, I'm just going to keep using these coarse burrs, and I'm probably going to run over them with a diamond burr, smooth them out. I really don't need to smooth them out because I'm going to come back with aluminum burr and put hair all over them. So I may come back with a ruby burr or a diamond burr to cut the creases in the arms a little deeper so that they don't have that round edge to them down in there. And I got my smallest ruby burr is very pointy. And we'll have to we're working on his legs there, rounding them off. Still giving him those big legs. We got to come back and cut his feet in yet. I have to decide what I'm going to do if I'm just going to carve the hands right onto him, which I'm kind of leaning that way. Maybe just carve the hands right in where they are. Really haven't decided on that yet. Now, if I make hands to put on them, I probably have to cut the arm length back. And there we are working on his pecs. We're working on his pecs there. We're cutting boobies on him. Give him that big pecs, big strong guy. Should we give him abs? Should we give him abs of steel? What do you guys think? Nah, we're just going to give him a hairy belly. Of course, we could give him abs and then put like hair around it. That might be funny. I think we might do that just because it's funny. Give him them 6-pack abs and then make like a little half circle deal and then put hair around it. Kind of like, I think gorillas are like that. I'm not for sure. But this is my Bigfoot, so I can make them any way I want to make them, right? Right. Yep. Have you been over there to see Cleve at Cleve's Backyard Woodworking? All right. So I think this video is just about done. It started out at 20 some minutes, and I went twice the speed, so I cut it down to 10. Don't want to bore you guys to death with this. So we'll catch you on the next one. Share, subscribe, and like. Be awesome. Carve something awesome, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.